What's up, guys? Bang, bang. The quality sucks today. Planet keeps yelling at me, but the quality sucks. Welcome to Lunch Money. Well, Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. Get that trillionaire energy ready. Bitcoin is back, 40K. Ain't no bear market. Stop listening to these fools. Don't forget that Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi. Polina has her sailor outfit on. I got my black uniform
we got
on.
our lady here.
We're ready to rock and roll. BlockFi is now the sponsor of Lunch Money, which means you should go get a BlockFi account. You can earn up to 8.6% APY in that interest-bearing account. Go to blockfi.com/pomp. Literally, go get an account. If you don't have a BlockFi account at this point, you're just missing out. You're just missing out. That's it. Go get a BlockFi account, and you'll earn up to 8.6% APY interest in that interest-bearing account. Go to blockfi.com/pomp. What's up?
Let's go. SpaceX's satellite broadband service Starlink is now being used in the UK, or tested in the UK, after it was given a license by UK telecoms regulator Ofcom. Starlink was issued with an Earth Station Network license. That's so cool. So basically, it's allowing it to sell satellite dishes and other communications equipment in the UK so people can pick up signals emitted by Starlink's network of satellites. So the whole idea is like the satellites can like laser on Wi-Fi everywhere.
You tell me there's not aliens, but they got Earth Station Network licenses? I'm just saying. But listen, Starlink is probably going to be one of the most valuable pieces of technology, not necessarily from market cap, but in terms of it literally has the potential to create a new network of communication around the Earth from space and shoot stuff everywhere, information all over the Earth.
Google announced
Google
that it's finally completed the acquisition of Fitbit, which was first announced in November of 2019. God, it took them long enough. The deal had been subject to a months-long probe into whether it could further push Google's market position in the online advertising business if it uses Fitbit data to help personalize ads. What do we think Google is going to do with Fitbit? Is it going to compete with Apple Fitness?
Just get an Apple Watch.
Okay, don't be selling shit.
I'm not selling anything.
Okay, Google Fitbit. What is the idea?
Look, they want data. This is a great way to get more data. You can add more personalization. You can add more data. You can use artificial intelligence, machine learning. You can take this data as an input and you can create better services. What if all of a sudden it says to you, they can make a recommendation now. They know on your watch that you haven't moved that much today. And they know also that you haven't necessarily eaten that much. And so they can say to you, hey, you should take a walk and go buy a hot dog down the street. Here's the directions in Google Maps.
Oh, that'd be cool, actually.
And leave a review on Google Business.
I kind of want a hot dog. Where do you get a hot dog in Miami?
You don't.
Okay. Andrew Yang has entered the mayor's race with a scaled back plan. Let's try saying that 10 times fast. For universal basic income. So basically, Andrew Yang is running for mayor's office in New York City. His campaign has a pitch for universal basic income, along with plans for high-speed broadband access, smaller class sizes, and control of the city's subway system. I've always said that whoever runs for mayor on the platform that they will clean all the subway stations, I will vote for. And install AC. ACs in the subway stations, people.
That's your platform you're looking for?
Oh my God, they would win immediately. I'm sorry. Have you been in July on the subway platform waiting for the train? You're like, I've never sweated that much in my life. I sweated. That's all.
Well, you're outside basically.
No, you're outside, and then you go down the stairs into the inferno, and then you combust into flames.
Okay. Somebody needs to explain how science works.
No.
Yeah.
I know how science works. I know how my sweat glands work.
Okay. I think that Andrew Yang is very smart. He's very digitally savvy. I actually think that he's likely to win if he does this.
Same.
But I think universal basic income is a horrible idea.
But he scaled back on the extremes of it. So
That's
it could
fine.
work.
It's still a horrible idea. Capitalism works. We simply need to educate people so that they can benefit from the capitalistic system, like the people who are educated and are benefiting from it. That's all. We don't need to.
We could reform it a little bit.
Needs to be reformed? If you build things of value, you capture value. That's how capitalism works. But in a world where we're going to hand people money for doing nothing, for breathing, it just changes the incentive system. And I think it's a really bad precedent. Again, there are major problems. We need to fix those problems. I'm just personally not a fan of UBI. With that said, even though I'm not a fan, I still think they're going to do it. I still think there's going to be MMT. I still think there's going to be UBI. Like all that stuff is coming. We've reached the tipping point in society where now people are expecting it. And I don't think you can reverse that. So I disagree with it, but I can also recognize that there's a lot of smart people who agree with it. And the probability it gets implemented is much higher than I would like. But that's just my opinion.
Do you remember when I interviewed Andrew Yang a few months before he ran for president and nobody knew?
Yes.
Random panel in Philadelphia or something?
Yes.
Okay. Taco Bell.
Yawning is so weird. Like, I just yawned. It's like, where did that come from? I didn't tell you to do that.
You need more air.
No, but it's just like the yawn, like my body is just kind of like, I'm going to yawn now. And I'm like, stop it. And they're like, no, I'm going to yawn.
Maybe somebody needs to know how science works.
It's really biology, which is a
part
part of
science.
Yeah, just so we're saying.
Okay, Taco Bell eliminated 8 menu.
Ooh, she was whistling at me.
Taco Bell eliminated 8 menu items, upsetting vegetarian consumers who liked the Mexican pizza and spicy potato soft taco. So now to appease the vegetarian consumers, Taco Bell is bringing back potatoes and it's going to test the...
I just like, what is that? Like, where did that come from? What? Stop. I'm just saying, like, stop.
Guys, he gets unreasonably upset when I start hiccuping. He's like, why are you hiccuping? I'm like, I can't control it.
I don't hiccup.
Yeah, you don't really hiccup.
No, I literally don't. You know why? Because I got control. But the yawning gets past my defenses. I'm like, yo, chill. And then it's just yawning. If you are a doctor and you understand yawning, please educate me in the comments.
I think you need it. You need it. You know, I start yawning when I'm super nervous. Before I have to do a big thing, I start yawning. It's weird. Okay, so basically, Taco Bell is bringing back the potatoes and the Beyond Meat. It's introducing Beyond Meat stuff to appease the vegetarians.
Can I just say what I think about this topic?
You're gonna yawn.
No, because I gotta hurry up and talk before I start yawning again. If you are a vegetarian, why are you going to Taco Bell? Like, if you want to be a vegetarian, go be a vegetarian. But don't go to Taco Bell. That's stupid.
Why not?
Because it's Taco Bell. It's like, oh, all of a sudden we think that one of the worst health decisions that we can make is go eat at Taco Bell is now going to become healthy. That's not what their business model is. Their business model is to have really bad food that tastes really good and sell it really cheap. That is the Taco Bell business model. And by the way, the shit's good. So stop screwing around with it. Stop trying to get them to put fake meat in there.
I'm an omnivore and I don't even go to Taco Bell. Okay. So there's this man. So this is my whole thesis that people are lonely. There is this man in Tokyo. He's 37 years old. He rents himself out to other...
Stop. Like, what is happening?
Anthony, what are you doing?
The yawn attack is real.
So a 37-year-old Tokyo man says he rents himself out to people to do nothing. And he's been inundated with gratitude from Twitter users, indicating people are happy with his new form of support. So basically, he'll walk around socially distant with you on the street. Shoji Morimoto has been advertising himself as a person who can eat and drink and give simple feedback, but do nothing more. He's received more than 3,000 requests and has about 270,000 followers on Twitter. You need to get him on our podcast. He does nothing.
This guy is a savage.
Isn't that crazy? And it's $96 per request, which is 10,000 yen.
What a savage.
I think he's giving emotional support to people by walking, with them. And
no, what he did is he turned himself into an influencer. And now everyone probably wants to rent so they could take a picture with him and be like, oh, I'm with the man who does nothing. What a genius. God, I wish I could invest in this guy.
Oh, well, you should get him on the podcast.
What's his name?
Oh, I missed it.
Suji? I'm going to find you. You got 270,000 followers on Twitter. Like, what's up? Hope you speak English. Yeah, well, if I debo him in English.
You can get a translator for the podcast.
No, okay. I don't need him for the podcast. I just want to be his friend. Okay, next.
Okay.
Ask lunch money.
Ask lunch money time. All right. So we got hashtag AskLM in the comments. From Kilo, hey, love and appreciate the value and the content you guys put out. You guys are awesome. What advice would you give your younger self?
I just fought one off, by the way. I'm fighting back now. These yawns are trying to come at me, and
This whole episode is trash.
It's 3-1 yawns to me, but
So
yes,
Kilo,
I gotta win. I'm not fully defeated.
What advice would you give your younger self? For me, I wish that I believed in myself more than other people believed in me when I was younger, because I think I sold myself short. Is that a saying?
Yes.
Okay. And I was
in English,
and I was undervalued, but if I had believed in myself and my own abilities, I wouldn't have let people undervalue me. That is all. What about you?
I personally never had that problem. I probably believed in myself too much.
That's true.
But I would just go bigger. Like, just go big. If you're going to do the work, just go big.
All right, cool.
Like, put a 0 on the end of whatever you're doing. That would have been my advice to myself. Put a 0 on the end.
Let me say the name. Matthew O'Brien. Hey, team. As a daily listener of the show, I'd love to hear your thoughts on why Pomp chooses to... I saw that. To write a daily newsletter, whereas Polina chooses to write her newsletter weekly. So I choose mine weekly because I think that, so all these long form profiles come out during the week. And I think as a reader, you probably have the most time to sit down and read something long on Sundays. So that's why I thought that was a good idea. Why did you think a daily was a good idea?
I got a lot to say, and I'm going to say it. And I don't care if anyone reads it, but it happens to be that a lot of people want to read it. But I'm going to say what I got to say.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you.
If you understand yawning, please leave a comment and help me understand. I just fought one off. So now I think that like maybe I could just get up my yawn defenses.
I don't know how to tell you this, but people comment on every video saying like, Pomp's yawning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you yawn all the time.
Well, it's probably because my body is rejecting all the bullshit. It's like, get it out of here.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Hey, kids, I got a surprise for you tomorrow. See ya.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account. Or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.